Hello my friends, welcome to my second video regarding Sibelius 8 and the ribbon. This is actually a very sore topic among certain Sibelius users, especially the older crowd. Up to Sibelius 7, Sibelius used a menu system, but from Sibelius 8, they introduced the ribbon. Now there are people who favor the menu system and there are others who prefer the ribbon. I myself prefer the ribbon plainly because the rhythm is a well-organized band of related buttons. Functions are quickly to find. I also suspect that there are some of the older crowd that actually know the ribbon is not that bad, but are maybe too proud to admit it. Okay, let me give you a quick run-up of the ribbon. So, okay, let's start Sibelius 8. Okay, we're not really going to need a score for this demonstration, so I'll just select anything just to open it up. Okay, there is the rhythm, the section here. You can click the tabs on top here and you'll see an organized bunch of buttons. Everything here that has to do with view. The same with review. Everything you need to do with the parts. Your parts, the musos get to play from. Your appearance of the score. Your score layout buttons are here. This is where you configure your play devices and VSTs, human playback type of thing, and expressions and stuff is here. Your dictionary is here, very nice. On another video I'll demonstrate the dictionary. If I open it up, it is very comprehensive. You can really do a lot with a dictionary. And there's your text tab. Everything you need to do with text is here, which includes your bar numbering, your rehearsal marks, and so forth. Your chords, your lyrics for your songs, all these kinds of things beautifully organized on the rhythm. Your notations tab, this is everything you need for your notations. These boxes open up as well and they just go on and on and on and on. There's no chance you cannot find anything. The finale user says Sibelius has no functionality, but I promise you everything is here you need. And there's another one that can open up over here, and you can see there's more stuff here. First endings, second endings, trolls, guitar bends, and they all play back. They all play back. And this is where you select your different bar lines, your repeats, your double bar line. If I select a bar line, I can make a double one or a repeat one, and you get the idea. Here is my time signature. I can select Now, who is carbonate? Anyway, I can select the time signatures here, and you can create more. If you want to start with a pickup measure, you go to more options and you just click there, and you can select the length of the pickup. Very easy. Here's your key signature. Here are your key signatures, sorry, and your clefs. This is notebook input tab. This has to do with note inputting. Everything very nicely placed. Here you can reduce a couple of lines into one line, and this takes one line, explodes it into, well, essentially how many staves you want. And we have an arrangement tab, which I've never used so far. I like to do my own voicings. Okay, so there's a ribbon. Over here is your input devices. If you plug in a MIDI keyboard, it will show up here. If you play a note, that thing turns green, showing or indicating that there are communication between Sibelius and the keyboard. Okay, so here you have a lot of options you can change about Sibelius. Remember this screen. There's another way to get to it, and that is by going to File menu, and you go to Preferences, and you will see the same thing. Okay. Alright, the File tab. Actually a very nice tab. I like to, you put your title in here. The part name in this case will be the full score, the subtitle, which is from the movie of the Abyss, maybe. And the dedication, this piece is dedicated to Mozart. The composer, excuse my English, lyricist, the arranger name, and the copyist, and so forth. All your instruments you have chosen will be listed here, and you can put your copyright notice over here, and any other information about the file you can put here, the date of the composition and so forth. Alright. Also in the File tab you have your normal save as, new buttons, open, close buttons. The append is you can append two scores together. This is your recent music you've been working on. There's your print section, very nice section. You can either choose to print one copy or all your copies at one time. It's up to you. Your share button is very nice. You can share your score by using an email, publishing to the Score Exchange website, where you can sell your music. You can export your score to YouTube for others to listen to. You can publish it to Facebook and the SoundCloud. Very nice, very nice. The export button, very cool as well. You can export to the audio. You can put your settings there. This configuration is, I chose this is all my VSTs as listed here. I can use the Sibelius sounds, but in my case I use Note Performer to play back the music. Here you can choose from which part in the score you want to start the recording. Okay. Since there are no notes in my score, this is grayed out. You remember? I picked an empty little score page there. Here you put your score, your audio title. You can export to MP3 now with Sibelius 8. Up to Sibelius 7.5, you could only export with WAV. Now you can do it MP3 as well. I think there it is. There you are. Oh, the Sibelius block is giving me some news there. Here you are. You can choose these different formats for your recording and so forth. You can export the video. You can just start exporting and it will actually make a video of your score, which you can give to people. You can create PDFs. I use this every single time. I can print the score only if I want to, or the score and all the parts all in one file. It will print the whole thing. Some people put the scores and files with Adobe Acrobat. They put it all in one file. And then they bring it here and they just press that the photocopy machine, they press the start button and you just see paper coming out. I prefer to first print my score in in A3 format, and then I go to selection parts separately and all my parts will be listed, and then I'll just export all my files separately. Okay, graphics. I cannot tell you much about this one. I have never used it before, but I'm sure you would know. Oh, yes. If you want to make, for students, you want to make a book teaching them about music, and you want to copy a section of a stave or something, you can use this to create that graphic. Average Scourge. This is only for iPad, sadly. I'm not sure what this is about. Let's see. Average Scourge is a mobile app that lets you practice, perform, and purchase sheet music on the go. Export your score and add it to your library of music in Average Scourge. You can then play it back, transpose it, change instruments, and interact with it in a number of ways. Yeah, this is for the guys only with iPads and iPad Pros. I wish they can actually make that also for Android. Alright, you can export your score on the Scorch web page, which can then go. You can put it on your own website. You get the HTML, you insert it into your website, and it will display that score. Music XML, I use that a lot. I export a score and then I import it into another score, and all my notes is there. It's much like importing MIDI files, which is next. The same thing as Music XML, you import your MIDI data into Sibelius. This used to be a good thing, but it doesn't save every single nuance as the Music XML does. The Music XML saves your decrescendos, crescendos, all kinds of markings and stuff. The MIDI doesn't do it. Yeah, this is also quite amazing. You can save your score from Sibelius Sibelius 8 right down to Sibelius 2. I don't know who still uses Sibelius 2, but it is still there. You can export your score in any of these formats. Manuscript paper. You can create that's actually what we're going to do now. We are going to create a Navy Band score, and then I will save it as a manuscript paper, which means then I can use it in the future. I don't have to set up my score every single time when I write something for the Navy Band. As you can see, when I do it, I'll put it into one of these categories. In my case, I'll put it in, it's the military band. A military band is not a marching band. Although they do march, I'll rather put it into the band section. Okay, teaching. Here you have stuff you can teach your kids, your music children with. I don't know much about this section. You will have to explore it yourself. It gives you a lot of information, how to teach children, maybe how to use the software, and about theory, harmony, and so forth. There's your help button. Again, user reference guide. Let me see if it will load. Ah, same error. There's a bug there. If we go back. Come on, give me my file. Where? Help. Sibelius tutorials. This seems to be like in the quick start dialog, the same stuff. The what's new, and preferences. Yeah, you check for updates. You can click it, and you can check here for updates. Okay, what else not there? Let's see. Where's the help and online support? Here you can get information about your Sibelius system, the version number, and so forth. If you have Sibelius, give you 3 seats. That means you can use it on 3 machines. Now I use it on 4 machines. I've got a computer at work in a Navy Band in my office. I've got a Windows tablet. I've got a computer at home. And I've got another computer in my brother's room. So I only have 3 seats. So what I do sometimes, if my brother wants to create some music, I would deactivate my tablet, and then I can activate his, and it's still 3 seats being used. So I'm very glad Avid brought this in and kept it in there. That is very, very, very nice. Okay, back to the rhythm. Not rhythm, ribbon. Tell me, you like the rhythm or you prefer the menu system? I think the ribbon is very, very cool. There you can, if you work and work and work, you can quickly go up there and save and work and work and work. Undo, unlimited undo and redo. If you need real estate, now there are people that says the rhythm, the problem with the rhythm is it takes up real estate. Really? But anyway, if you don't like it, you can press that button there and it goes away. You see, and if you want the rhythm, you just quickly go like that and it goes away again. You see, doesn't really take that much space. If you need to find something, it's in a rhythm somewhere. Sometimes it happens to me, I cannot find it. I can type it in there. You know, what can I type in? Repeat signs. There, it gives me all the information. So, a repeat bar line. Now, watch what will happen there on the left-hand side of the ribbon. It shows me where it is. You see, this is very, very, very handy. Anything that is in the rhythm, you can find in this little text box. All right. And then again you have this reference guide that doesn't work. You have to go like this and choose your reader, and that's that. So that's for the ribbon. That's for the ribbon. I hope you have a better understanding of the rhythm. I keep on saying rhythm, the ribbon. Well, until my next video. The next one, we are gonna go into scoring and arranging itself. So, see you next time. Kapateit.